What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So today I believe is day 4 of trying to grow my account from, I guess, $500 is where I started to $100,000. And I know that may sound crazy, but I think in a speculative market you can kind of see things grow dramatically. Obviously, in a large way, very short term as well. So that's what I'm kind of pushing for. Now, I'm going to take you through exactly what my strategy will be through this process, because while I did go through a couple of trades and showed you what those trades were, I also want to talk about the long term as well as short term as well as ultra short term processes that I am going to have within these videos. So today is day 4. I'm going to take you through exactly where we stand here today and all the different information that you can get from it. So hopefully you guys like it. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out any of my links for Twitter, for Patreon. Those links are in the description. Also, if you want to use the platform that I'm using, which is honestly a very good trading platform, you can leverage trade, you can trade outright, you can demo trade, you can do kind of everything that you want to do, especially when it comes to testing your strategy. But the platform is BTCC. They are partnered with the channel, so it is a big help to me and to yourself in order to, check this out. But it's the first link in the description. You can get a 10% deposit bonus when you specifically use my link. Also, extra bonuses up to $10,055, 40% lower trading fees, up to a 500x leverage if you want to. And you can trade a lot of different cryptocurrencies that have been around for a very long time. So again, give it a look. Check it out. Everything is simple. Depositing, withdrawing, everything is simple. Feel free to check it out. Link is at the top of the description. But if we look at where the crypto market is right now, the crypto market currently stands at a $3.26 trillion market cap. We're not in altcoin season yet, and you can see things are kind of fluctuating. It's not really large pushes or large falls. We're seeing Bitcoin that's steady, Ethereum that's steady. Whether it's steady positive or steady negative, it's steady nonetheless. We're still seeing them at massive levels compared to where they were in the beginning of the bull market. But yeah, where things are standing, that's irrelevant. What I'm looking for is just massive movement, whether it's up, whether it's down, and obviously looking for the more short term as well as long term. So here, let's take you through exactly where I stand. So if we go into BTCC, this is where I stand here. $900, $909 is why I stand in my balance. That's like $1 above where I was on the first day. Now, I was at a level of 970 at one point. But obviously things are coming back. You can see in my P&L. I'm going to take you through what different things I've had and what positions I currently have. So if we look at the history, here's some history where I had a position in Jasmy coin, or sorry, let's go down here. So I had the last sell that I have a position in BTC. Now BTC, I decided to short it. I ended up making $417.33. Now after that, or before that, we saw the market come back a lot, and the reason why I made so much was because the market came back because I shorted BTC. But when we look at some other things, I had some longs. I had a long in XRP, a long in Jasmy coin, and a long in ETH. All three of those were liquidated, right? And good thing I set myself a stop loss, because when you set yourself a stop loss, you cut yourself at whatever the bleeding is. And $105 is where that bleeding was. $40 or $50 is where that bleeding was for XRP. And then $27 was where the bleeding was cut off for Ethereum. Now, losing that much, right, over 150, 160, or sorry, $180 ish, it hurts, right? But if you're gaining $417, that makes sense. I could have made more if I would have held on to it a little bit longer, because it's at 104. I believe I sold at 100. Or no, sorry, I sold at 103, but it did go down a little bit lower than that to like 102. But I sold before that, still making $417. Now, again, my balance is sitting at $909, around the same amount. Now, I have a strategy that I plan on putting in place. Now, it's all kind of speculative, I guess, the way that I'm looking to do this. It's all just a theory. I'm testing it out. And I'm going to have long-term short term and then ultra short term. What I currently have in my possession is I have two long term positions. These long term positions consist of a 2x and 3x leverage. This means that if XRP comes back down 33.3%, then I lose everything that I put in there, which would be $253. If Jasmine Coin comes down 50%, then I lose everything that I put in there, which is $311. So I'm taking this ultra long-term approach that gives me a little bit less risk to worry about, because the potential chance of it coming down 50 cents, 50% or 33% is not something that I see that's going to happen. However, it still can happen, right? You still have that risk. So it's not saying that it 100% will never happen. It just gives you a stronger thought process, or stronger ability to see that grow, rather than just get liquidated after 5% or 10%. Does that make sense? Now, that is my long-term positions. That is about $600 or so. Right now, I'm what's being used is $564, right above my head, $564. But I still have what's left. Well, I guess will be $225 or so. I have a good amount in order to still use. Now, with that, I'm going to have some short-term and ultra short-term positions. If I see a position that's so far away from the 200 EMA or 50 moving average, and I'm looking for something that's going to be maybe a week, 2 weeks, or whatever, that's kind of what I'm going to take there. If it's going to be a short, if it's going to be a long, whatever the position is, I will look for different patterns. I will look for different bounce points. I will look for different support levels, and that's where I will take those short-term positions. Now, ultra short-term, if we have something that overreacts, let's say that Bitcoin automatically just plummets and it drops down to $90,000, right? $80,000, whatever. If something overreacts like that, you know that there's going to be a bounce point. So I'm going to have those ultra short-term positions that I either will do with a little bit higher of a leverage, or do it at a more consistent leverage, like a 10x or something like that. But there is going to be those plays like I had with Bitcoin, where I took a 50x leverage on a short position and made $417. So that's going to be the test of my strategy. It doesn't mean that it 100% will work, but this is how things are going to go. So right now, as I stand here today, at the end of this video, I'm standing at $912.14. That's where my current balance is, and I plan on growing that to $100,000 over time. It doesn't mean that's going to happen in this year. Doesn't mean it can happen next year, but I do plan on consistently trying to grow it and trying to add thousands of dollars, hopefully per day. I don't want to get to a point where I'm getting $5,000, $6,000, $10,000 in a single day. I just want to consistently see the growth, rather than have that ultra aggressive, high risk approach. I'm going to take more of a consistent approach and try and gain $100, $200, $300, and I'll take you through where those trades are. So these are my long-term trades. I'll go through what my short-term trades will be, because I think I still haven't really heavily looked at the market today. But I hope that you guys can see this and maybe take part in your own journey and growing it to $10,000. Growing your $100 to $10,000, or your $200 to $10,000. As long as you are not taking on too much risk, I think you can do it. Guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more of these videos. Also, check out some of the links down below for BTCC if you guys want to get traded or get started trading yourself. But I'm gonna get out of here. I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.